Welcome back, folks. Football Digest, part 3 of episode 57. We're going to be talking about Europa League now because on Thursday, yesterday, we had the Europa League semis going down. We had Arsenal taking on Valencia at Mestalla Stadium in Spain. We had Chelsea hosting Frankfurt at Stamford Bridge. And of course, these were going to be very key games for teams like Arsenal because, they will not be getting to the top 4 in the Premier League. So they have to make sure they win the Europa League. There's no doubt about that. There's no other way for Arsenal to get back to Champions League next season. And we were going away to Valencia with a 3-1 lead. But we all know Arsenal have been very weak and very shaky this season and playing away from home. But it's only been at the Premier League where, we have been struggling away from home. In the Europa League, on the other hand, weirdly, we have been doing really good. We went to Napoli, we won away. We have gone to Karabakh, we have beaten them. Now we went to Valencia and we did beat them. And guys like Lacazette and Aubameyang, when you need them to come in handy, they did come in handy like yesterday. And of course, Aubameyang got his first hat-trick for Arsenal. Man, you got to give it up to him. The goals that he did take, by the way, were zile bao za striker. Yani, unajua, zile bao striker anafaa afunge. That is exactly what he did yesterday. Even Lacazette, he was having a very good game. And those are the kind of displays we want from those guys. There's a time where Arsenal was struggling and those guys were not coming through and you're wondering like, what the hell are they doing? Where the hell are they? We need them like yesterday. And of course, yesterday they did come through and it was a fantastic display by Arsenal to get ourselves back to the Champions League. And if Arsenal had no reason to win the Europa League, of course, besides being in the Champions League, they have to do it because Tottenham are in the Champions League finals. Now, if they do happen to win, alafu Arsenal ikose kubeba kitu, you can guess. The paradigm will shift in North London. Arsenal is going to be the laughing stock. It will be trolled forever. The bragging rights zote zitaenda na Tottenham and they will never ever come back to Arsenal until maybe we win a trophy or something. So we have to win the Europa League come what may. The flip side of it though is that we are winning this or we're going to be going this head-to-head with Chelsea. Chelsea on the other hand, well, they have won the top 4 position, which is like a win for them. They have been in 2 finals. Now they will be in 2 finals. They were in the Carabao Cup final where they lost. Now they're in another final. I'm sure they're going to be looking to redeem themselves and at least have a season where they walk away with something. Guys like Hazard. Hazard is most likely going to be leaving Chelsea, so he wants also to leave on a high. They have won the Europa League before. This is not new to them. Even though the crop of players who did win the Europa League then may not be entirely the same right now, but the club has. And there are some players who have, so they know what it takes to be in a final. Arsenal has not been in a final. Actually, the last time Arsenal was in a final in 2006, no player who is in that club right now was in that final. So there are guys who, they have been in a final, yes, but not with the magnitude of Europa League. The only advantage that Arsenal has is that the coach we have right now is a master tactician when it comes to Europa League. He has won it 3 times, back to back to back. So we can at least bank on that and hope we're going to be doing something with it. The only question we keep asking ourselves is, why did we perform like that away and in the Premier League we were doing so poor? Like hadi mahali hatufai kuwa tunaperform vibaya, tulikuwa tunaperform vibaya. Then we come to Valencia and we're winning in style. It's kind of crazy, right? So the Europa League, of course, is going to be another all-English affair. And we're going to be looking to see who between Chelsea and Arsenal is going to be walking away with that trophy and get themselves back to Champions League. Of course, like I said before, Champions League football will be back in Stamford Bridge regardless of the outcome on what happens at the final. But for Arsenal, they have to win that trophy, come what may. Now, I watched a small excerpt of the Chelsea versus Frankfurt game, and I got to give it up to Frankfurt. They did give Chelsea a run for their money. They actually were playing with a little bit more intensity in extra time than Chelsea. They had more clear-cut chances, which unfortunately did not materialize for them, but they were playing with more intensity than even Chelsea. And I was looking at all these games that are being played during the week. If you see that every game involved an English Premier League team, that team was playing a tad differently than this other team. And just kind of puts it out there that EPL is one of the best leagues in the world, and the teams that do play there, they are one of the best teams in the world, and they are teams to reckon with. You just can't give up on them. You just can't take them for granted. You just can't think it's over and done and dusted for them. You got to be very careful on how you approach your games when you're playing with the EPL team. So it was a very fantastic display by Arsenal. Not so much for Chelsea because they had to go there to the penalties, and Kepa Arrizabalaga is the one guy who saved them. If it was not for that, I don't think Chelsea would have been in the finals. And I was watching the extra time, I was like, shit, si Frankfurt tu maze wafanye tu kitu yani wafunge bao, because I knew whichever team was going to score first in that extra time was going to be the team that was going to go to the Europa League finals. And unfortunately, it was not for Frankfurt, but you got to give it up to them. They are a big team. They like playing in big games. And I recall last season, they did give Bayern Munich a run for their money wakicheza DFB Cup. So, yeah, Frankfurt is a team that is headed in the right direction, I might say. I don't know where they're going to be finishing this season in Bundesliga, but I hope they will be doing something great with themselves in the coming days. Thank you so much for watching.